So you probably might have seen this circular that has been going on around in different nursing groups in Nigeria. It was dated the 7th of February 2024, and it is in response to the verification portal closure and what Nigerian nurses should expect going forward. If you're a nurse in Nigeria or related to a nurse in Nigeria, you already know that the verification portal was closed as of 22nd of December 2023. You know, there was this letter that was going on around that was addressed from our registrar, Alhaji Umar Farouk, to the general manager of Exaro Enterprise Solution Limited, that they should close the portal by the 22nd of December 2023, blah blah blah. Anyway, I made a video about that. If you want to check it out, I'm going to be linking it in the description box below and also somewhere around here. So 6 weeks after, we now have another letter which is addressing this verification issue. It is called Verification Circular. Today is the 7th of December, and this particular letter was signed by the board chairman of the NMCN, Dr. Mrs. Bola Abosede Ofi, and the registrar / secretary general, that's Alhaji Farouk Umar Abubakar. So basically, oh my god, see, I read this letter and my heart sank. I'm just going to read it to you guys. I'm sure that you might have seen it already in one of these nursing groups that you belong to as a Nigerian nurse. But I'm just going to read it through and then just talk about what I understand by what has been written here. So this particular letter was addressed to the Honorable Commissioner, Secretary of Health Services, the Chief Medical Directors, the National Presidents of NMCN, Directors of Nursing Services in Ministries of Health, Hospital Management Board, State and Federal Capital Territory, Heads of Department of all universities offering nursing programs, provost and principals of colleges of nursing science and schools of nursing and midwifery, coordinators of all post-basic nursing programs, zonal officers of all nursing and midwifery council of Nigeria. So basically, I'm just going to read it. I'll also be putting it on the screen so that you can read along also. Then we bring out the points and we talk about it. Please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section and just let me know what your thought is about this circular, because I, for one, I am so saddened by this. Like, it's... Anyway, let's read it. So the title is Revised Guidelines for Verification of Certificates with the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. The Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria hereby inform you of the revised guidelines and requirements to be met by all applicants seeking for verification of certificates to Foreign Nursing Boards Council. So basically, if you want to travel out of Nigeria, you want to practice outside of Nigeria, you need a verification of your certificate. So the nursing board in UK, US, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, they are going to request for verification of your nursing certificate, and that is only done by the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. Now, they are saying that applicants are to visit and log in to initiate verification application by clicking on the verification application link. We know that. Number 2, a non-refundable fee per applicant shall be paid for verification to foreign boards of nursing as specified on the portal. This shall cover the cost of courier services to the applicant's institutions of training, place of work, and foreign board. That is normal. We know that already. Number 3, eligible applicants must have a minimum of 2 years post-qualification experience from the date of issuance of permanent practicing license. Any application with provisional license shall be rejected outrightly. Now, this is where I am starting to get concerned. So, do you get what that number 3 is saying? It's saying that after you have finished your study as a nurse, you have graduated, you are now a nurse, and you now have your license. Bearing in mind that you don't get your license immediately. Sometimes you get your license as far as 3 months, 4 months after you have finished your nursing program, after you have graduated, or after you've written your final exam and your result is out. So it's not like the nursing license comes out immediately. You have to wait 3-4 months. Most people are already working before they get their license. So basically they are saying that you cannot apply for verification of your certificate until 2 years after you have received your license. So basically what they are telling us is that for you to apply for verification, you need at least 2 years post-qualification experience. Is this another NYSC in nursing? I don't understand. And also, you cannot apply with your provisional license. It has to be your permanent practicing license. Now let's move on. Number 4, the council shall request a letter of good standing from the Chief Executive Officer of the applicant's place or places of work and the last nursing training institution attended, and responses on this shall be addressed directly to the Registrar/CEO, Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. Please note that the council shall not accept such letters through the applicants. Hey, Jesus Christ! On top this verification something. So they are now saying that you don't just need to have post-qualification experience only. So that means that after your nursing school, whether you studied in School of Nursing or you studied in the university, you are expected to get a job and be a nurse in Nigeria first for 2 years before you start thinking about you want to travel out of Nigeria to go and be practicing. And not just that, before they approve your verification, they are going to request a letter of good standing from your place or places of work and from the nursing institution where you last finished. So this just gets me thinking, like, if you are working with an employer that does not want you to leave and the person is not putting in a good word for you, so what does that mean? So NMCN is not going to be going ahead with your verification. Make it make sense. The verification of your certificate, number 1, is dependent on you having 2 years post-school experience as a nurse. Then you need a letter of good standing from your place or places of work and also from your training institution. And this letter, you cannot go and collect it though. The NMCN will talk to your employers and your training institutions directly to get that letter. So if they do not give you a good letter, they won't be going ahead with the verification. Is that it? Let's move to number 5. Applicants must have an active practicing license with a minimum of 6 months to expiration date. I think that's self-explanatory. Whenever you want to apply for your verification, you need to have at least 6 months left on that license before you can say you want to verify. So let's say your license is going to be expiring in 4 months' time. You won't be expected to apply for verification. Number 6, applicants must upload certificates of registration only. Notification of registration is not acceptable. Okay. Number 7, the applicant shall receive prompt notice via his or her email and dashboard on the status of the verification. That prompt is very important. Because I remember even when I did mine as far back as 2019. Was it 2019 or 2018? It was not prompt. It was not prompt at all. Now they are saying that you should please note, processing of verification application takes a minimum of 6 months. Hey, Father Lord. So basically, after you have met all the terms and conditions that has been stated earlier, the processing of your verification application takes a minimum of 6 months. That is too long. What are we processing? 6 months is such a long time. In my own opinion, it's such a long time. Then they said all applicants shall ensure that complete requirements are met before initiating verification application, as incomplete documentation shall not be processed. that's accepted, of course. Then again, the implementation of this guideline takes effect from 1st of March 2024. Why so soon? That's like in 2-3 weeks time. So all these things will be in place in the next 3 weeks. All pending verification applications before this revised guideline will be processed accordingly. So people that have already applied for their own verification, they will be processed accordingly. But if you have not applied for verification, then everything in this circular is going to apply to you. Heads of nursing institutions should take note and bring the content of this circular to nurses. Thank you for your cooperation with Council in promoting and maintaining excellence in nursing education and practice in line with global best practices. Oh my God, I cannot believe this. I can't believe this. I can't. Why are they curtailing us? For lack of the right English, I've lost my vocabulary right now. Like, why? I mean, I used my money to study nursing in Nigeria for 3 years or 5 years. Now, for those who went to the university, they do the mandatory 1 year national youth service, and then after that, you are saying that we need to have 2 years experience of nursing in Nigeria before we can start thinking of traveling out of Nigeria to practice outside of Nigeria. This is so disheartening, honestly. Like, my heart literally sank when I read this. This is, I don't even know, honestly. Can we appeal this? Because there's a lot of things that I'm not even getting in this circular. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys.